the sniper is an ultimate test of skill. It's an ultimate test of how good you are at predicting the enemy. And as you can see, I'm going 0 and 3, so I'm pretty shit. If you're ever gonna be playing ranked, you probably shouldn't be playing sniper. If you guys want me to tell you what the best sniper in the game is, the best sniper in the game is a rifleman. The thing about playing sniper effectively is that there isn't really any traditional place for a sniper in Warface, right? I'm not sure if I'm going to include the clip earlier, but earlier I was essentially saying that the best sniper in the game is actually a rifleman using an AK-15 or a Hawa or an AK-12. I still remember to this day playing ranked with my Kraken and absolutely loving the game, and then having the AK-12 be released and it just completely changing the meta. It was like the AK-12 with a really low recoil, you know, long range capacity, very accurate, completely changed the long range game, and sniper was now not the class to use at long range, and it still is not the class to use at long range. And currently the sniper occupies no niche where it's better than any other class. But also that's completely wrong, because the sniper can kill anything at all at any range with a single shot, okay? And that sort of puts the sniper class in this very weird position of essentially being shit in every single situation, but also being better than every other class in every single situation. If you're accurate, that is, okay? But a sniper doesn't have a niche. A sniper doesn't have a place. A sniper doesn't have like a simple sentence to sum up exactly what it's supposed to do. Instead, the sniper's only role is to kill people. And that's really weird. But what that means is that the sniper has no role, and yet the sniper can do anything it wants. And the difference between a bad sniper and a good sniper, like I said earlier, is just based on kills. But the only way that a sniper can get kills is by predicting their enemy. They don't have any other advantageous situation, right? They don't have any other powers. Another problem with the sniper is the fact that you can always miss, even if you predict the enemy perfectly. And it is by far the most shittiest feeling ever. Above all else, the most important thing, and in all honesty, it sort of sums up exactly how you're supposed to play sniper extremely easily, is crosshair placement. Okay, crosshair placement is absolutely the key word of playing sniper. It's also how you play every other class, but if you're not placing your crosshairs as a sniper, you're being a bad sniper. What that means is this dot in the center of your screen is always pointing towards where the enemy could show up at all times. Unless you're moving around, always this little point should be pointing at exactly where an enemy could be. And you can still miss. You want your crosshair to always be pointing at exactly where you think an enemy could show up at any given time. Always. Sniper is the most ridiculous class because it sucks. It's so bad. But if you play it perfectly, it's literally the best class in the game. Sniper is ridiculous, okay? When you place your crosshairs where you think your enemy is going to be, that means that you're not focusing on yourself. It means that you're focusing on your opponent. It means that you're trying to predict your opponent. And that is how you play sniper, always. Again, I'm going to repeat myself. The only way you succeed as a sniper is by getting kills. The only way you get kills as a sniper is by being able to know where the enemy is going to show up. The only way you're going to be able to aim at the enemy when they show up is if your crosshair is on the right spot. So being aware of where your crosshair is pointing at all times and constantly thinking about where the enemy is going to be and making sure that you're aiming in that direction and you're focused on where the enemy is going to be, that is the only way you can play sniper. Okay, unless you want to be a hip-fire sniper, but that is without a doubt the single dumbest possible thing you can do. Okay? Oh my god, that is such a sniper moment right there. Holy Jesus. I hope you guys didn't have to see how shit I did. I think I went 1 in 11 in the end. So, yeah. Anyway. I just wanted to say that playing free-for-all is absolutely an extremely fast way to improve your aim and build your confidence as well, because I think that's a lot of ranked is being confident in your aim. And in free-for-all, you'll be exposed to such a high density of, you know, gunfights that eventually you'll just build a muscle memory of what exactly to do in a gunfight. And that is the idea that you should shoot when you're aiming at the enemy. Okay? Now I know that sounds really fucking stupid, doesn't it? Because you're playing a first-person shooter and you've always been shooting at enemies. But what I want to stress is the idea that you don't shoot if you're not aiming at the enemy, and you do shoot when you're aiming at the enemy. And as a sniper, this is really going to be thrown right at your face, because when you're playing rifleman, you can miss the first, you know, 5 bullets out of your gun and then eventually hit your target. With the sniper class, if you shoot too soon, you just miss. It's just over. And wow, that medic actually just headshotted me with his pistol. I should be dead right now. But the point that I'm trying to get across is that the sniper trains you to only shoot when your aim is on the enemy, and to not shoot when your aim is not on the enemy. And again, that sounds like something really fucking stupid and obvious, but what it'll do is it'll give you this impressive focus on the enemy, and it'll help you to actually be more accurate overall. And it's really going to help you when you're playing any other class, playing medic especially, actually, because the medic is sort of just like a close range sniper in some ways. Try to very consciously choose when to shoot, and as you do this conscious process more often and more often, it's going to slowly become incorporated into something that you do automatically, and overall it's going to make your aim a lot better, and it's going to make you a lot more consistent of a shooter, and it's going to help you just, you know, have control over your situation. So fuck. That's the thing, as a sniper you can be defeated by literally anything. You're so vulnerable as a sniper. As soon as you shoot, you become the easiest target ever, right? You know. So I had to have good trigger discipline there, because if I sort of just had a knee-jerk reaction and just spammed my trigger, I would have missed that guy. I wouldn't have had the self-control to move my aim over towards him and then only shoot when my aim was on his body. And I understand that that's so obvious, and it's probably condescending to even hear me say it. But it's really, really important, trigger discipline, because if they don't have trigger discipline as a sniper, you're going to be a terrible sniper. I also want to stress that in that situation right there, maybe I might even like play it again or something, but I had extremely good crosshair placement. As I turned that corner to aim at the medics, I had my crosshairs directly on their bodies. Watch bodies. When there's medics alive, watch the bodies. He peeked right when I looked away. Oh, lucky. Okay. Another thing that having good crosshair placement allows you to do is it allows you to quickscope, okay? If you have bad crosshair placement, you need to pull your aim on target before you shoot, and that'll be a drag scope, and that'll be very, very slow. But if your crosshair is already precisely where you expect the enemy to be, you don't really need to think, oh fuck, you don't really need to think too hard about aiming at the enemy, you know what I mean? Because you're already so close, or maybe even potentially already aiming at the enemy. So again, I'm just reiterating how important crosshair placement is. It is literally the crux of playing sniper. It is the key to playing sniper. If you don't have good crosshair placement, that means you're not predicting enemies. That means you're not playing sniper effectively. Okay? Glitch. I'm gonna be a bit more aggressive, and that was the wrong option. I think they're gonna push 2. I know that they just 1-on-1, but I think they're gonna be silly and push 2. And I'm gonna peek this long angle right here. I think we won this round, and I think we won this game. Yep. There we go. Thank fuck I have a match as sniper. Oh my god, thank god I found a good match as sniper. So, the Crazy Horse is actually a fantastic gun. It's really, really, really strong. I recommend it. But it plays a lot slower. You have to be a much slower sniper because you can't get those quick scopes. At least not always. There you go. You don't always get the quick scopes because the scope in speed of the Crazy Horse is 190 milliseconds, right? So quite slow. What I might do actually is I might play with the M4 Marksman Custom. This is one of the best auto snipers in the game. It comes with the 1.2 scope, which is just hilarious. You're basically just playing. You're basically playing rifleman. So I'm gonna try to get a game with that. You're not really playing sniper. You know, you're not like all those things earlier that I was talking about. You know, shooting when you're aiming at an enemy, or you know, trying to predict your enemy. That stuff doesn't really apply with auto snipers because you can play really aggressively. You don't necessarily need to predict your enemy because you know you can kill people so fast. I don't think you're really playing sniper when you're using these auto snipers. This just does not take anywhere near the amount of skill to use as a bolt action sniper. It's probably going to be a lot better. It's probably going to be a lot better and more powerful and more useful than a bolt action sniper. But the problem is that you're not really playing sniper, you're playing rifleman, right? You're using a rifleman gun on sniper. Deserted and Clit Gaming on the enemy team, who are my good friends. Let's see if we can fucking annihilate them. Hell yeah, they're probably just gonna annihilate me. Oh no, you shouldn't play the game too much. I'm not sure who needs to hear this. I'm not sure if this is going to be relevant for all of my viewers, but playing video games 7 days a week, you know, 3 to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours at a time, it's not going to make you it's really not going to make you a better player. At that point, you're just wasting time, to be honest, right? You're not really trying to play the game for fun or even to get better, right? You're just playing to waste time. Sorry, the 1.8 scope on the 27 and the 1.2 scope on the M4 Marksman Custom, they actually get aim assist. So when you're using the long range scopes, you don't get any aim assist on these weapons. But as soon as you switch to the close range scopes, you get so much aim assist. And it's really annoying that there isn't aim assist for the long range scopes, but I also understand why the developers are very, very afraid of giving the sniper aim assist, right? But if you're using an auto sniper, you might as well just be playing rifleman. When a sniper is watching a specific angle, the enemy team has to realize that the sniper is watching a specific angle, and the enemy team is going to know to avoid that specific angle. And as a result, they're going to change their movements. And a result of changing their movements, the sniper should then better be able to predict enemy movements. And again, like I said so many times already, the only way that a sniper can win is if they kill enemies. The only way that a sniper can kill enemies is if they predict enemy movements. So what happens as a result is that if you get good enough at playing sniper, you'll start to notice how players change their movements, how players play the game differently. This is also only, of course, if you're playing sniper correctly, in response to you. Okay? And this is something that you need to realize no matter what class you're playing. Obviously, it applies to sniper more than the other classes because the sniper doesn't have a specific role, right? The sniper can do whatever the fuck it wants to do. It doesn't have to resurrect teammates like a medic. It doesn't have to give armor or plant the bomb like an engineer. It doesn't have to patrol certain areas and get headshots like a rifleman, right? The sniper's only job is to kill people, and as a result, the sniper has to, or a person who's playing the sniper has to develop a sense of how they're controlling enemy movements. And if you want to play sniper most effectively, to have to be aware of how you're positioning the map, your teammates, the bomb, the objective, everything influences the movements of your opponents. And I know this sounds really, really wishy-washy. I know it sounds like I'm fucking reading out of the fucking Art of War or something, right? But it is something that you're going to gradually become aware of the more you play sniper. And it is kind of amazing when that starts to happen, because you start to realize how much of an impact you have on the game and how much you can influence your opponent's movement. And then when you start playing against better and better and better opponents who are also aware of how their movements are affecting their opponent's movements, it turns into this fabulous game of cat and mouse, and it is beautiful, and it's something